New Drew Gooden video? Wait, what is it? Drew Gooden. YouTube obsessed with AI.
Hilarious YouTube video. Please subscribe to join the Drew Gooden gang.
You probably thought that was me. Well, what if I told you that entire voiceover was actually done by artificial intelligence? I would be lying. I don't know how to do that.
Hey guy, welcome back to another hilarious...
I made a video a few months ago about how AI is ruining the internet, and even though not that much time has passed, there's still so many new forms of dumb AI garbage that I feel compelled to rant about. The iPhone 16 has been marketed almost entirely around Apple Intelligence, and for some reason, sales are down? It could be because many of the advertised features still aren't available and won't be until nearly halfway into the product's life cycle, or maybe it's because every new iPhone costs $20,000 now. But I think Apple's condescending and mean-spirited commercials are also having an effect on how people view this product. Commercials targeted at people who aren't just stupid, but also kind of shitty. Every single one of them is basically just, are you tired of having to do anything? Well, now you don't have to. You don't have to type, you don't have to read, you don't even have to think. Finally, you can just mindlessly waddle your way through life as the barely functioning zombie we've always dreamed of selling things to. Like this guy, who hasn't done any work all day, but gets Siri to write an email for him telling someone else that they should do his work for him. And that guy is
wild.
Impressed? Then there's one where this guy has to lead a meeting about a presentation his team made for him, but of course, he didn't read it. So he spits in the face of the hard work done by everyone around him and reads some bullet points his laptop pooped out. That's awesome. I love when everybody else does work except for me. Is this how Apple views its customers? Like they're incapable of doing anything on their own without getting help from their precious device? It's good to know that every time I open the Mail app from now on, my phone's gonna be sitting there with its arms crossed, shaking its head as I stumble through some crappy attempt at a meaningful reply. All right, dumbass, just give it to me. I'll figure it out. Oh, Jesus Christ, man, are you even breathing?
Oh, I forgot I had to. Thanks for reminding me.
So, what did you think of the pitch I emailed you?
Yes, the one that you emailed me. Here we
Ellie,
are,
no!
very Victorian, which I loved. Unique relationship is formed. I love unique
This is
relationships.
also assuming people already have like good communication skills, so they use AI to basically speed things up, but then it's only gonna make people even worse at socializing.
I know, because I read it.
Great. I'm gonna tell them you're interested.
What? So they just committed to doing a whole movie they know nothing about other than how a phone described it? That doesn't sound like a great career move to me. What if the script is terrible? What if the movie's racist? Don't give me that smug look like you just outsmarted me. You're the one who just agreed to be in a racist movie.
Siri, what's the name of the guy I had a meeting with
How
a
much
couple of
did
months
she
ago?
get paid? I want to know.
Wingate at Cafe Grinnell.
Hey.
Zach!
Have I forgotten people's names before? Absolutely I have, and I will do it again. But what I've learned in life is that 90% of the time, it's not that big of a deal. I have never taken it personally when someone doesn't remember my name, because there's a lot of information getting tossed around in our brains, and sometimes it doesn't prioritize the important stuff. Instead of names and birthdays, it'll save song lyrics you heard one time 20 years ago. It happens. Just be honest about it. Would it be the end of the world to have a regular human interaction with someone? Does
Yes.
Apple just want us all to lie to each other now?
Yes.
Of course I read the text you sent me. Josh, my husband. But as much as I hate those commercials, they all pale in comparison to the worst of these ads.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday!
I got you something.
Oh, honey. Thank you. I love this.
I got you this.
Did you do this yourself?
Man, I had a great teacher.
Happy birthday. I love you.
I love you too.
Love you.
This is from me.
What the fuck?
Are you fucking kidding me? This character sucks. I don't want to be like this person who not only forgot her spouse's birthday, but got annoyed that their kids didn't. Who interrupted a beautiful moment between them and their dad
Why did
so
Mo
she could
pitch
show them
this?
some stupid photo montage Siri threw together in 4 seconds. This is like that thing little kids do before they learn to pick up on social cues. They'll interrupt a conversation like, Mom, look what I can do. Wow, that's really great, honey. And this isn't just a lazy and useless gift. This isn't even a new feature. My iPhone's been making dumb video slideshows of my pictures for years now, and I've never even asked it to. But also, all of these things in
That's
combination
a stupid
make
example.
no sense.
Everyone know how it worked. I mean, I feel like all this, the AI push stuff is so top heavy. And a lot of, you know how a lot of like executives, people, that type of people who are very out of touch with what the average person thinks is very like, AI is gonna change this world, and they don't even know that there's like a huge population of people who are very, very anti-AI.
This is marketed towards people who
Yeah,
hate
it's-
their
it's
jobs
very
and want to get through it
lifeless.
as soon as possible so they can get home to their
Like
family.
through this chain of command or whatever of like all the people that it went through making that commercial, there's no way that so many of the bottom line workers like editing, adding effects or whatever were like, this is so fucking stupid. But the person at the top, multiple people at the top are like, no, this is gonna change the world. This is gonna be the next big thing.
Hey, I understand that.
Thanks, Emmy
but
Rin.
then, even when they do get home to their families, they also just want to get through that as quickly as possible. So what exactly are the things we're supposed
Yeah,
to
remember
like?
when Zuckerberg was like, we're gonna make the metaverse, it's gonna be the biggest thing ever, and it was just like a piece of shit, and he spent billions of dollars on it.
Doing that we're in such a rush to get to? Just driving through traffic and scrolling Instagram reels on the toilet? Or do we need to wait until our phone can do that for us too? I think there's always going to be things in life that you don't really want to do and wish you could fast forward through, but to what end? If you could just skip through every single thing that's even remotely tedious or unenjoyable, you'd probably just skip straight to your deathbed, filled with regret, but also a newfound appreciation for the mundane.
They know
If that
what
sounds-
they are doing. The real message isn't AI is this wonderful. The message they want you to get is that other people will be stupid enough to buy into it, so you better do it too. Do you just like talk just to hear your own voice sometimes? What are you fucking saying?
sounds familiar to you, it's because it's the plot of the movie Click, starring Adam Sandler. I like the part where he made boobs go in slow motion and then ignored his
Says
face.
the streamer, I'm streaming my stream. You are a random fucking person in chat nobody gives a fuck about. And because of that, you are going out of your way to type some shit in chat that you think is profound that ultimately makes no fucking sense. Just to type it.
Family for 20 years.
Boy, what the hell is that?
Key features of Apple Intelligence is message summaries, and I can't imagine ever wanting to use this. I don't want my fucking text messages summarized. If someone took the time to type out words
These
for me to
people are
read,
so
I'd like
weird.
to read all of them. And if I take the time to type something out for you, I'd certainly prefer you read the whole thing and not just have your phone cram it into one neatly packaged sentence devoid of any emotion. Of all the things that it might be useful for AI to consolidate, communication with other people is absolutely not one of them. Again, what's the vision here? That I want to tell someone something, but I don't really feel like typing it all out. So I'll just tell my phone the gist of what I'm trying to say and they can do it for me. But then of course the person I'm talking to also doesn't want to read all that, so they have their phone sum it all up in a few words, reducing it back to the original thesis I lazily pumped out a few minutes ago. So at this point all we've really done is throw in an unnecessary middleman we're both ignoring. But then what happens when even that two-sentence summary is too much for someone to handle? Can we consolidate it even further? Hell, why not just make it one word? Why don't we all just sort of grunt at each other until we're on the same page? Would that make it easier to talk to people? I hate to break it to you, but I think cavemen already tried that. We're moving in the wrong direction here.
As a creator on YouTube, I feel like I'm constantly having my videos merged into whatever random new AI systems they force on us. They generate summaries of my videos for other people to read, and summaries of my viewers' comments for me to read. Things like oatmeal and yogurt time songs hilarious, and Samantha is Drew's loyal follower. Good to know. But the main feature I want to talk about is one that is just so funny to me. So for the past couple years, when you would go to read comments in the YouTube Creator Studio backend, some of them would have these auto-generated replies as prompts for you to respond with. And for a long time, these were all super generic, just like thank you or sorry. But at some point a couple months ago, they updated these to be way more specific with AI that's trying to use context to understand what's happening, but is almost always wrong. Thank you so much for saying piss and wobble within 10 seconds of each other. You're welcome. I'm just trying to spread awareness. Awesome sauce. It's literally just sauce. This is a great Christmas present to get on my feed today. Happy holidays, or sorry, happy birthday. If you're wondering why they didn't just say Merry
fuck?
Christmas, it's because according to them,
face.
Christmas is not a real holiday. I went to the casino a couple times in my early 20s, pulled $200 out and lost it over the course of an hour or two. Oh, sorry to hear that. That is awesome. What I find so fascinating about these is that they're specifically trying to suggest things they think I would say. They try to answer questions on my behalf, but they don't know anything about me, so they have to just make shit up. Wonderful video. My dad would always say, never gamble more than what you want to lose. Very simple way of thinking of it. Hope it helps someone. That's a good one. I don't have a dad. I wish I could tell you something my dad used to always say, but I can't. Because apparently he doesn't exist. I send my mom your videos. She loves them. Hi, Mom.
My mom doesn't like my videos. And I don't have a dad.
And I also don't eat rice, and my shirt is dirty because I wore it to the game. And the Roadwork Ahead car, I've never seen it in real life. Except for the time I was driving it in the Vine. But then I parked it on the side of the road and never looked at it again. It's so weird to read AI.
They said Facebook and Instagram are now going to add more AI users to comment and stuff or something.
Confidently invent personal experiences I have not had.
I can see the backlash from just like advertising and marketing, because that means the metrics are inflated. Then they can get mad because then they're spending money, more money than they're gonna. I don't fucking know what's gonna happen.
But then also act confused about things I actually have done. I started my last video by telling a story about going on a cruise.
Had funny AI responses. Bro, come on, you really put an intro to a mix? It's a fire mix, but those 8 seconds ruin it in a playlist. My bad. I like it. And
in response to someone commenting about that, YouTube wants me to say, I've never been on that cruise thing. So now I'm just gaslighting people. Imagine being a recovering gambling addict and every corner is just another temptation. There's no escape. I remember my first time trying that game. It was a quarter a pull, and I thought I was gonna make a fortune. I lost $5. Why are they making up stories about my life? Why does AI just want everyone to lie to each other all the time? Such a good watch, and totally love the song. Been streaming it on Apple Music. Yeah, well, it's just a song I found on YouTube. Don't even know what it's called. They're talking about a song that I helped make. I know what it's called. It's called Cascade, and you can listen to it wherever you stream your music. Not many people realize this unless you live in a few states, but on Native American land, natives are allowed to run casinos. Yeah, I don't know much about that. I'm just a dumb gamer. I'm so fucking stupid. Regulations are the reason cars are so big. Emissions regulations are far less strict for trucks, which incentivize car manufacturers to make bigger vehicles to get them classified as trucks to save money. I mean,
I don't even think it's, I mean, this is just because of capitalism, right? Because the only reason that you would want to save time to respond to people commenting on your videos is to build a stronger relationship between you and your audience so that they're more likely to return, and then that way you can respond in a more time-efficient manner.
I wouldn't know. I'm a dumb car driver. Sorry, everyone. Gotta get home and play my game.
This just, you know, oh my god. OnlyFans models that hire people to respond to messages for them are gonna lose their jobs, bro. Because now they're gonna not hire those people to actually type out messages on their behalf, and they're just gonna cut the middleman and just use AI. Now you're not even talking to a real person. I mean, you weren't talking to her originally in the first place. You were talking to some dude named Jared, but now you're not even talking to Jared. You're talking to AI.
This doesn't even touch on another nefarious tactic these sportsbooks use, limiting successful gamblers. If you lose often, there's no end to the promotions and offer you'll receive. But I'm gonna stop you right there. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a kid.
And I should not be driving this car.
What makes this feature especially useless is that like 70% of the suggestions are just some variation of, I don't know, cool video, but that a lot like Bird's shirt. I don't know what that is. I fell asleep while watching this video. 10 out of 10, very relaxed.
I don't even know what that means.
Interesting.
I don't know what that means.
Good. What does that even mean? The Kizik shoes were awful when I bought a pair. One of the only times I've ever returned an item.
I don't even know how they're supposed to work.
Shoes? I don't even know how shoes are supposed to work.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what Friday is, and I don't know what 13 is, and I don't know what a poll is, and I don't know what YouTube is.
It happens so often, I don't know if they're trying to speak for me or if they just don't know what's going on and felt compelled to tell me that. But it's funny because even if that was my genuine reaction to something, why would I need your help saying that? I'm so stupid that I can't even think of I don't know on my own. Good vid. I have nothing to add. Okay,
So you can
then why even
spam
say anything?
replies.
So sorry to butt in here. I just wanted to say I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Okay?
That's fine. We weren't talking to you.
It's just hard for me to give my input when I don't even know what's going on.
Sure, but
We didn't really ask for your opinion.
Look, all I'm saying is next time you guys come crawling to me for advice, try cluing me in a bit first. I don't even know who you are. You covered this topic
That's
in
a
such
lot
a
of
compassionate
chatters.
and dignified way, and I feel like it'll really help a lot of young people who may be struggling or may not have realized the hole they're digging. You're a really good friend to your viewers.
I don't even know what that means. But it makes me feel good. So
I don't know what that
thank
is.
you.
I don't know what that
Tarzan-ass
means.
response.
Hi,
I
Mr.
don't know.
Drew Gooden. It's good seeing you around.
Who? Who the fuck is this Drew guy?
Drew's got like every YouTube essayist that I watch in one video.
I don't even know who these people are, to be honest.
My friends? I don't know who my friends are?
That would have been an insane video to make if I didn't know those people.
Oh wait, this is weird. Someone said good video, and the AI wants me to say, I don't know what that means. I'm only programmed to tell you about today's sponsor, SoFi?
Okay, I guess
I
I'm
think
gonna
his
do an
his
ad
comment
read now.
reply guy
I'm dropping the
AI
board,
is
and I'm
trying
here to tell
be
you about today's
funny.
sponsor, SoFi. Look, if I've said it once, I've said it a million times. SoFi is the ultimate finance app helping you
Live right.
money sitting.
That ad read was genius. Amazing content. Thank you so much for the entertainment. I hate that ad. I hate that ad that I did.
Maybe the AI just thinks I'm stupid because it's stupid too. This person says, I'm a bit north of Florida. I live right next to Florida. Got it. Okay. So you're in Florida? Come on, man. They gave you 2 chances to figure it out and you still couldn't do it. And if I'm not being the dumbest person who's ever lived, I'm instead replying to compliments with things like, yeah, I know. Good vid. Yeah, it was hilarious. I'm funny as fuck. Such an important and relevant video. Thank you.
Yeah, I know it's a big deal.
Thank you for this video.
Yeah, I know it's a big deal.
Glad you made this video. We needed it.
You're telling me, man. How do we get me to make more videos like this?
It's really funny that they want me to be both a massive narcissist and a complete moron. Not that that's an impossible or even rare combination to pull off,
Yeah, how
but
do
you're not
they-
doing me any favors by
how do they
bestowing it
train it?
upon me. And if that wasn't bad enough, some of these suggestions are just so mean for no reason. Kurt's dad's review getting Drew to buy the pool table and outdoor net is a lovely little crossover. I've never even watched that guy's videos. Why would I listen to him?
I got this one for my cat from Amazon.
I know that the segment about replacing Mr. Rogers and teaching children good values was a bit, but honestly, I started watching your videos like 7 years at the age of 9. I'm about to turn 17 now, and I can say with confidence that your videos probably helped not only shape my humor, but my values as well. Obviously, your videos weren't the only thing teaching me morals, but I think they played a big part in my thoughts and opinions.
I know it was a bit. Dumbass.
Drew, please make these videos again. I love your commentary.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But it's weird that you're watching my videos.
Get the hell out of here, man.
Oh my God, this one they didn't even try. They just said,
That's a really long comment. I don't really care.
what, even the AI couldn't be bothered to read all that? That's its only job. If you wanted someone to read 1/8 of a comment and then give up on it because they got bored, I'm perfectly capable of doing that myself. This person commented, great video on my video, AI is ruining the internet, and that's always good to hear. But here's how YouTube thinks I should respond to this comment. I can either say,
I know, right?
can you believe how good I am at YouTube? Or I can say, you know what else is ruining the internet? Which is honestly insane. Like, am I implying that this person is ruining the internet?
Are other people's comment suggestions, you think, similar, or do you think it's personalized? I don't think it's personalized.
That's how you want me to respond to a compliment?
Not only is this a ridiculous suggestion, but I think I might have accidentally revealed how their comment algorithm works. Remember when people figured out that Google search AI was sourcing a lot of its information from random Reddit threads? Well, they must also be doing that for this comment feature because you know what else is ruining the internet is a word-for-word title from a Reddit post about my video. Only in this context, the implication is that people who leech off of the work of others by
maybe?
posting low-effort reaction videos are ruining the internet. And in this context, one of my own viewers is ruining the internet by enjoying my video. Thanks for the suggestion, AI. Also, I wonder if a lot of these suggestions are mean because they're using transcripts of my videos to train the bot. And maybe because I tend to be angry when I rant about certain things, they've transferred that energy towards my viewers, which is hilarious. Like, just because I complained about how shitty modern cars are doesn't mean I also want to yell at everybody who says something nice to me. Sometimes the AI will overcompensate for all of the anger and narcissism by instead going way too far in the other direction and making it sound like I hate myself. Good video. Is it?
Oh, it is personal.
Is it a good video?
It is personalized.
Or are you just saying?
I didn't know
Thank
they
you
had
for
an
making this
article.
video. It's really good. Not sure why you would think that.
They had an article explaining how they trained it.
This is the worst video I've ever made.
I hope more people see this. Good work as always, Drew.
No, this is my worst video yet. I can't even remember what the hell I was thinking when I made this video. I don't even know why I'm still on YouTube anymore.
This person says, Jesus loves you. And the AI says,
not much. No, Jesus could never love a guy like me.
I know his whole thing is like, he loves everybody or whatever, but for me, it's just the bare minimum amount. Wow, thanks YouTube algorithm. It's just a video of me talking about a phone I don't even own. It's not that deep. First of all, relax, all right? You don't have to take everything so personally. Second of all, this isn't a video of me talking about a phone. It's a poll I posted 7 years ago. Or sorry, 3 years ago? Oh no, actually 2 days ago. But it was supposed to come out 10 years ago. Or, never mind, it was 7 years ago.
Yeah, when they say train on your data, that's so vague.
I was still a child. And you may think 2017 was 7 years ago, but that's not the year that came to mind to me
Like,
because
I don't know if you guys know, this is kind of very specific, but I remember there was this post of a bunch of drones flying in unison from a few years ago, and then they had like one of those little texts on the bottom that's like, these students at this school programmed these drones. They used coding and programming to make sure these drones didn't fly into each other. And then you read that. Anybody with a tiny ounce of like tech literacy would be like, okay, what specifically about the coding and programming?
as we all know, it's 2023. What would we do without this technology? All right, the last thing I wanted to talk about in this video isn't something that's happening by YouTube, but just something I'm seeing more and more of on YouTube. These AI-generated trailers to movies that do not exist and hopefully never will. Interstellar 2, Resident Evil 4.
That looks like shit.
The Dragonborn, born with the power to command the voice of the dragon.
I think I'll be watching that one in theaters. Some people see these and get excited. Some people see them and get pissed. What the hell did I just watch? It's crazy how popular some of these have gotten. This Titanic 2 trailer has 8 million views. I'll give him a little bit of credit. It is kind of funny. The idea that not only did Jack actually survive the crash, but he and Rose meet back up and decide to go on another Titanic.
What's stopping us?
You're serious?
Well, here we go again to find answers. I'm pretty sure we already know how the boat sank.
What?
Iceberg. Home Alone 3, Kevin's Revenge will blow your mind. Does he even need revenge? Didn't he practically kill everyone already in the first two? Unless, of course, he's getting revenge on his parents for leaving him alone in the first place. Now that I would understand. Also, he's a grown man now. He can be home alone. That's not some dire situation. I do that all the time, and I almost never have to defend my home from bandits. You got Transformers 8, where Dwayne Johnson appears to be a Transformer. Do you think he transforms into a giant fighting robot, or is he like a regular guy that transforms into the Rock?
Timothy Chalamet in that
Second.
too.
There are no Transformers 6 and 7 live-action movie. I confused. iRobot 2 will blow your mind.
What?
Because the robots have boobs. Actually, kind of seems like AI cleavage in the thumbnail is sort of the meta. What if character people like, but with big boobs? And if you thought a bunch of dudes wouldn't be weirdly turned on by this, you were wrong. AI girls are something else. You know, I think this misguided horny person might have accidentally described them perfectly. Because they're not human, and they're not even really animated women. They're kind of just
something else. Now, people getting tricked by fake movie trailers is not a new phenomenon. This has been happening for years. And I'll hand it to some of the people who've edited these. They can be pretty convincing. It takes a lot of time to stitch together a bunch of scenes from different movies and combine them all in a somewhat seamless way. I think what really blows my mind, though, is how unedited a lot of these AI trailers are. How many of them are just lifeless montages of all the characters being introduced one by one.
I'm Count Dracula, the proud owner of Hotel Transylvania. This is my darling daughter, Mavis.
Over here is Mr. Potato Head.
And you can't forget about Stewie, my baby boy.
Let's not forget about Butters.
Have you ever seen a movie trailer like this? And if you did,
that's pretty much AI like prompt artists, you know, like the anime girls, whatever, on Twitter or Instagram, but in video form, because video form, their lack of editing and making, just like stitching stuff together is so obvious that they're so bad at it.
You want to watch that movie? My name is Tyler, and this is my Fight Club. Yeah, we may seem a little rough around the edges, but if you take the time to get to know us, you'll find we have hearts of gold. I love this Toy Story one that has Margot Robbie as Barbie.
She's not just a pretty face, no sir.
And Ryan Gosling as Ken. But instead of using any of the already existing footage of them as those characters, they made this. And I'm really sorry for making you look at that, but I had to pass the curse on to someone else. It was too much to bear on my own. Visually, these are hideous to look at. The scripts are so boring, they sound like a 5-year-old wrote them.
You might know me as the boy who lived, but trust me, I'm just Harry.
A lot of the sentences seem to just end in the middle.
Narcissa Malfoy. Where do I even begin? She's a member of one of the most influential wizarding families, the Malfoys. We've also got Draco Malfoy.
Where do I even begin? Well, she has a family. And Draco's crazy, too. This next one is also exactly the same. Star Wars Modern, which answers the question, what if they were still making Star Wars content?
Oh my God.
I can't even imagine what that would be like. I love this part about a minute in where the music has been slowly crescendoing as they show actor after actor, and right when it reaches its peak, this happens. They just continue showing names. This whole video is pretty much just 6 straight minutes of what if every celebrity was in this movie? And the comments are all like, you nailed it, man. Disney could learn a thing or two from you. Look, I certainly don't think Disney has done a good job with Star Wars. In fact, they've almost completely botched it. But do you think the only reason they don't cast all of the most famous people in the world to be in their movies is just because no one thought to do that? This movie would cost $4 billion to make. Also, superior storytelling. What story? This whole video was just a bunch of people standing still. You think that's a better story than what they're doing on Disney Plus?
54% no, coming in
If
strong.
Kenobi was just Ewan McGregor slowly rotating in front of the camera, now that would have been a good show. When I watch stuff like this and read the comments, I feel like I just don't understand anything anymore. I can't fathom how someone can watch a video that's just a vague collage of unrelated images with no plot, no through line, no anything, and be like, Hollywood's done for. Who needs real movies when I could just watch this all day? Guys, I hate to say it, but I'm starting to think some people might be stupid. Sorry, that's not fair to say. I don't think some people might be stupid. I know that a lot of people are stupid because this next video I'm about to show you has almost 30 million views. It's called No One Could Hold Back Tears Boy Shakes Up Got Talent 2024 with song to his mother lost in a boat, AGT.
My mom passed away when we were crossing the river in a boat. She was my best friend. This song is for her.
How is Facebook content escaping containment?
They also did a few of these with Jesus.
Hello, my name is Jesus, Jesus Christ.
I was falling from the skies, the world a blur. Chaos all around.
So there are people on this earth who watch this video and think, how beautiful is that? Barbara, did you hear? Jesus himself took a trip down from heaven to appear as a contestant on the television show America's Got Talent, where he sang a song for 32 minutes. I really want to believe that in spite of corporations doing everything they can to circumvent artists and shove generative AI down our throats.
Oh shit, am I still in Pokemon trading? It's fine, no one looks at that.
Human race would all band together to reject it because we're smarter than that.
But then I see something like this and I'm like, are we? Are we smarter than that? Something happened earlier this month that I'm honestly still kind of shocked by. There's a YouTube channel called JCS Criminal Psychology that chances are you've watched at least one video of, even if you don't know them by name. They make these videos where they break down criminal interrogations and provide insight into what's going on, some of which have gotten tens of millions of views. And I've always thought very highly of this channel. Not only do they make high quality...
Yeah, apparently they did, like people speculate that AI wrote the script and... Yeah, I think that was it.
Videos.
Oh, and they use AI voices now?
Pioneered an entire genre on YouTube, but they've always been very deliberate.
Yeah, and then people said they think it was the original channel was sold.
What they upload. I mean, they've only posted 21 videos in 5 years. Where so many YouTubers would have milked that formula dry, and a lot of their copycats have, JCS seem to have the quality over quantity mindset, and I've always respected that. So imagine my surprise when earlier this month, after a 1.5 year long hiatus, JCS comes back with a video that immediately feels off. There's these weird animations they've never done before, the style of humor seems different, but most glaringly, there's something wrong with the narrator's voice.
Unlucky Josh. Wrong answer. You just told on yourself in your own made-up story, and you're going to jail no matter what.
Why does he sound like that? I mean, it's the same voice, but it doesn't sound like a person. It sounds like AI. Sure enough, it is. And everyone fucking hated it. It's unwatchable. Turns out snarky quips don't work when the computer-generated narration is incapable of conveying snark. The best part is 43 minutes into the video, where the voice changes to a completely different one.
The other narrator will now be taking you through the second phase of his interrogation.
Just imagine being Josh right now. One moment you're in dreamland, and the next you're jolted back into interrogation room reality.
I guess his free trial ran out. I sat there in awe.
Oh, it was that bad. Didn't he take that video down?
When I first saw this,
Thanks, yep, hold on.
Could not believe what I was seeing. This channel had about as high of an approval rating as you could have on YouTube, and just threw out years worth of goodwill so they could, what, save a few $100 on narration? Maybe he thought it wasn't that big of a deal because there's already so much AI slop on YouTube.
Bumbling through brush, my botanical escapade continues. Snagged on leaves, but hey, more crafting supplies, jackpot.
Including in the true crime space. I mean, there's videos with...
That's how I see a lot of YouTubers, which makes a lot of sense because that's probably what he's trained on.
Hundreds of thousands of views that aren't just narrated by AI and written by AI and filled with AI generated visuals, but the stories themselves aren't even fucking real. Secret affair between cheerleader and the coach ends in brutal murder. True crime documentary.
Beginning in the fall of 2013 at Brookhaven High School, Nathan Ellis, the new basketball coach at Brookhaven High School. She was the star cheerleader of Brookhaven High School.
Even though this is fiction, it's a scenario that could easily play out in real life. Okay, then don't call it true crime. Call it what it really is. False crime. This is so fucking weird and gross that we're so obsessed with hearing about gruesome murder cases.
Back in my day, they just made scripts and like skits of these. You know what's that one called? Holy fuck, that guy's making a run for his money. Yeah, Darman.
Is that we need a computer to make up...
They're ruining the art of Darman.
New ones because we can't get enough? It already feels like a lot of these stories get trivialized because
perhaps Darman was treated too harshly.
People treat them like casual entertainment rather than something terrible that actually happened to a real person. So fuck it, I guess. Might as well have ChatGPT write the whole thing.
Rumors started circulating that Sergio Vega had been murdered.
Wonderful. The script is just so good, and the voiceover sounds very interesting.
But without a doubt, the most upsetting development on YouTube happened to my favorite channel, Talent's #1. This guy used to make the sickest videos. He would edit himself into America's Got Talent, and he'd have the whole audience freaking out as all these green-screened video assets played on stage. It was the best thing I've ever seen. Now it's just a bunch of creepy AI nightmare fuel. Even the audience is booing, and he edited that himself. It's times like these where it's important to remind myself that there's a whole world outside the internet. And sometimes all you have to do to get away from the craziness is log out. Step outside, get some food. Ugh, I'm so hungry. Let's see what's on Uber Eats.
Looks really good.
God, I just hope this restaurant isn't a big windowless gray building. It is!
I love living in the future. Happy New Year, everyone.
If you like this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe because that is the only way you can appreciate me for my work. It actually took me time to come up with this content and make it for you guys, so I would appreciate it if I get some love.
Now what? Uh-oh. Let's ask AI. Jarvis, clean my pants. Now let's watch these talent videos. Do you remember what that talent video is called? Talent show video. Now what? Check the comments. Well, beautiful. I can't even read this. I mean, some of them, it seems like some of them know it's AI. Maybe the comments are also AI. AI content reacted to by AI with comments from AI. Now what? It is what it is.